Well, this athlete fell in love with a sport called adaptive surf and became a pro surfer at the tender age of 16. She then moved to Carlsbad from Pennsylvania to fulfill her pro surfer career. That person is sitting on our sofa right now. Her name is Liv Stone, and she's sitting alongside co-founder of the Challenge Athlete Foundation and good friend of mine, Mr. Bob Babbitt. Welcome to you both.
Thank
Liv,
you so much, buddy.
Yeah,
Appreciate it.
You bet. In the short time that we have together, why don't you kind of set the parameters of your story? Tell us when you realize, hey, I'm different than all the other kids.
Yeah, well, I mean, obviously I was born with only 2 fingers on each hand, so naturally growing up, I was different, but I threw myself into sports, loved all different types of sports. And then I got introduced to surfing through CAF and fell in love with that sport and moved from Pennsylvania to California to follow my surfing dreams to compete at the World Championships and hopefully one day the Paralympics.
Liv, you realize you're sitting next to a real live angel in this guy right here. Do you know how many times we've done this interview with a variety of faces and how he has changed people's lives? The CAF is a very special organization. Can you speak to that a little bit?
Oh yeah, CAF has transformed my life from the beginning of my journey to now. And I also love giving back. We're gonna have BroAm in a few weeks,
Yes.
and I can help get kids in the water like CAF used to help get me in the water.
Exactly.
Bob, the common ingredient,
Yes.
and Liv touched on it a little bit. By the way, these pictures are just great, man. Bob, the common ingredient is how sports, we don't give it enough credit for what it does for young people, even what it does for old people. I mean, I don't want to exclude myself.
All people, yes.
Yeah, all people. I mean, if I do a little workout and I can go 2 extra laps, that
You
makes
feel
my
great.
day.
Yeah.
It makes my day. Talk
Yes.
about how you've taken sports and turned it into a life-altering trajectory for people.
People tend to underestimate the power of sport to change lives for the better, and Liv's a perfect example. For coming out here for an adaptive surf clinic and then going back home when she's 15, 16 years old and telling mom and dad, I need to move to San Diego and become a professional surfer. And she's 15, 16 years old. Mom and dad are like, yeah, we don't know about that. But she was so persistent. Next thing you know, mom and Liv are coming out here. She wins 3 world titles in parasurfing and changes her life. And now she's got, about 1 million followers through social media. To me, that's the most important aspect. Is sport is a conduit to life.
And Liv, can you expand on that? Because describe the moment. I never experienced it. What's it like to actually stand up on a surfboard? And then describe how that hooked you.
Okay, so I stood up on my second wave ever.
Of course you did.
And it was like the whole world disappeared and it was just you in the ocean. And for me, that was just an emotional experience, a physical experience, and I just loved it, had so much adrenaline. And ever since 6 years ago, I've been going out into the ocean for a mental headspace as well as staying physically active through sport.
And traveling the world and getting sponsorships. And I just love that.
There had to be a dark day along the way, though. Was there ever? And tell us about dealing with that darkness and getting it out of your head.
Well, I mean, I think when I started competing a lot more, I struggled with the anxiety that competition brings. So that started to pull me away from my love of actually just being in the water and loving it so much. So I stepped back from competing, and after 3 world championships, I was like, I want to take a break and remind myself why I love surfing so much in the first place. So I've just been traveling as much as I can, surfing, and having the ocean make me feel whole and clinging to that.
Bob, how do
Yes.
kids sorry for calling you a kid, how do young people Liv find you, find CF, or do you find them?
It's a variety of ways. People find us through the website. People will see this story and realize, wait a second, my child has dwarfism. My child is missing an arm or missing a leg or in a wheelchair. Why can't they play sports? And then they reach out to us. We've now funded grants in 105 different sports. 105th sport was wheelchair pickleball. So every single day, people are finding us and finding reasons to get their children and adults into sport.
Liv, over the years, I bet you I've done this sort of interview maybe 100 times now?
Easily.
Maybe 100 times, and I always finish it the same way. That's your camera right there. Speak to somebody out there who might be sitting at home and they need that kick in the rear end to do what at least try to do what you're doing. What do you say to them?
Yeah, I would just say get out there and pursue what you love to do, whatever sport that is. Like we said, we do over 100 different sports. CIF gives grants over 100 different sports. And yeah, whatever makes you feel passionate, just chase after it.
All right, I will put this up on our social media.
Okay.
All right.
I'll repost it.
That's
Here's
what,
how we
that's what
go.
I'm trying
Make
to
sure the thumbnail is good.
Yes, I promise you the thumbnail will be good. I'm learning all about social media. All right, hey, thanks for rolling in. I wish you nothing but continued success, and
Thank you so
I
much.
wish you health and happiness. And Bob, just keep the stories coming, man.
Thank you, buddy. Appreciate all of the support at KUSI.
You bet.